I'll bring him out. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Soul Food Books tonight. That's right. I got a one. Woohoo! Good evening, everybody. That's right. In our little corner of our neighborhood. Tonight is a special night. You can already feel it in the air. On a rainy old night in our neighborhood. So I got this kind of habit running a music venue here where I book a lot of the bands months in advance, and we've got bands booked up for the next 3+ months every weekend. But I try to keep one weekend a month set aside that I don't book out to try to keep up if something that happens to come through town is coming through on a night that I'm open, that we're open, that we can see something that's very fresh and very new. And that's what tonight was about. A week or so ago, I get a call from a good friend of mine who lives down in Napa, down in California. And good old friends. We've played music together for many years. And he was coming north to play a little bit of music and support a EP that he's just released called Work Truck. It's a great little EP. Check it out. And so without further ado, tonight we're going to pass the stage back and forth, he and I, and play a little bit together at the end. But let's not wait anymore. Let's start the magic. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our stage once again, Captain Brendan Lake.
So I'm not sure how much trouble you get in for skipping out on Valentine's Day with your wife, but I'll let you know later on tomorrow. Just happen to be up this way. Yeah, I wrote this song to try to get out of some trouble with my wife, actually, and it didn't work at all, but it still came off pretty well. So we're from Maine, both my wife and I, and when we moved to Napa, California, it was like we entered this strange bubble, and people aren't. There's like it's almost like it's not real. But this song "Couples" is my argument to move back to Maine someday. So it's been 190 days since I felt a drop of rain. Wife, she likes it here, so I don't complain. Well, I'm just wondering how we're gonna make it out of here alive. 'Cause last night it was 90 degrees, today's 105. But I love it when her hair is a mess, and I love it when she wears that little blue dress. I'll go wherever she goes, wherever it flows. Out here the big city steals the water from a little creek. And you wouldn't believe how much garbage they produce in a week. Well, I keep trying, but I can't seem to catch a single fish. Back home, what you call a river, or we call a ditch. But I love it when her hair is a mess, and I love it when she wears that little blue dress. I'll go wherever she goes, wherever it flows. That's the first traffic jam I've ever been in on a country road. Don't stop spraying them chemicals, my head will explode. And every time the wind blows the dust in my eyes, well, I just stop and I think about our little compromise. It's 'cause I love her when her hair is a mess, and I love it when she wears that little blue. I'll go wherever she goes, wherever it flows. 'Cause I love her when her hair is a mess. Ooh, I love her when she wears that little blue dress. I'll go wherever she goes, wherever it flows. I left home a long time ago. I spent a lot of time on the side of the road. I was looking for love, I was looking for pain, I was looking for dreams, I was looking for fame. But it don't come easy, no, it don't come fast. From what I can tell, I'm not sure that it lasts. They say it only takes one. Well, I must admit, it sounds like fun. But I don't own any fancy clothes. Got a full tank of gas, I got nowhere to go. I'll sing you a song whenever you like. I'm all ears if you got some advice. I've been up here a long, long time. The stage is an old friend of mine. Never dreamt of being a big star. I'm doing alright right here in this bar. As it don't come easy, no, it don't come fast. From what I can tell, I'm not sure that it lasts. As they say it only takes one. Well, I must admit, it sounds like fun. But I don't own any fancy clothes. Full tank of gas, got nowhere to go. I'll sing you a song whenever you like. 'Cause I'm all ears if you got some advice. Them big city lights and them fancy cars got nothing to do with playing guitar. I'll show you some chords, you show me desire. We'll sing all night around this fire. Finally figured out where I come from. It came into the room like a loaded gun. Been feeling this life go by in pain, as life goes by like a sideways rain. Thank you. I got a song that I believe Clint and Grace wrote called Lionhearted. And I asked them after a friend of ours that we met in Beaufort, North Carolina, and we all lived on boats there. Clint pulled into town about a week after I did. And when I pulled into town, there was a guy swimming across the creek with a bottle of whiskey. And he was just going ashore to drink. And he was doing all right. I couldn't believe it. He was keeping the whiskey up. He was keeping himself up, and he pretty much kept the local bar's rent paid. And so when he died, I wrote this song, and I don't even really know where it came from. I went out to my boat and wrote it down, and it was to the words of Lionhearted. I asked Clint if it was all right, and I don't think he ever answered me. I've just been playing it ever since. Funny thing about Jerry is he was a Vietnam vet, and he had his only injury really had a crooked finger, but he was always wanting to give you a high five. So those crooked fingered high fives were pretty good. Today, the local color fades into deep gray, and I don't believe in this had to happen this way. It's today, and today, deep gray. It's today, and today fades away. He said he was on that riverboat, wondering why. There's all them people, yes, them people, why'd they have to die? It's deep down inside that foreign land, a semi-automatic gun shaking in his hand. And I can see him, he is restless at the helm. Set him free, you set him way, way, way out to sea. 'Cause I know, yes I know, that's where he'd wanna be. crooked-fingered high fives, it's high fives and high fives, it's high fives. Good times, it's good times, it's good times, good times, good times. He was in that long Cadillac, he weren't looking back, just going slowly in reverse. Made me write down this verse, as he had 3 bald tires and the 4th one was flat. We used to kick around, laugh, laugh, and laugh about that. And then he'd stumble up them stairs, dancing to here. Hold on, I think he's dancing right over there. I'm gonna miss those blue and bloodshot eyes, and I'm gonna miss those crooked-fingered high fives. It's high fives, it's high fives, and high fives. Good times, it's goodbye, it's goodbye, and goodbye, high fives. Today the local color fades into deep gray, and I don't believe there's anything else left to say. Don't got a dime, but I got a lot of time. Got a little rhyme that's gonna make you smile. So don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. Seen an old hobo running through the homegrown, walking down that old railroad, and I hope them old steel rails can carry him home. River flowing past my door, and I don't even mess her anymore. So I never will forget them days on the levee with the rusted out Jeeps and broken down Chevys. River's running low and it's damn near dry. 'Cause I'm not a country boy, but I love their songs. Them old boys and I, we can get along. Me, well, I'm a man from the sea. Well, I guess it's kinda like a rodeo, 'cause them big old waves in an ocean blow. Just hold on tight, you better say a prayer. Flowing past my door, and I don't even miss her anymore. I sure would like to head on back east. I'm guessing California's where I'll be in a week. Another open road, another 100 miles. Seen an old hobo running through the homegrown, walking down railroad, and I hope them old steel rails will carry him home. I hope them old steel rails will carry him home. Got a Steve Earle tune I just figured out here. We signed up in San Antonio, brother Paul and May, a fight with Ben McCullough in the Texas Infantry. The poster said we can get a uniform, $7 a week, the best rations in the army, in a rifle we could keep. First laid eyes on the general, well, I knew he was a fighting man, 'cause he was every inch a soldier, and every word was his command. His eyes were cold as a lead and steel, forged into tools of war, and he took the lives of many, and the souls of many more. So he marched us to Missouri, and we hardly stopped for rest. 'Cause then he gave a speech and said, we're coming to the test. 'Cause we got and taken St. Louis, boys, before the Yankees do. If we control the Mississippi, and then the Federals are through. So they told us that our enemy would all be dressed in blue. They forgot about the winter's cold, cursed a fever too. My brother died in Wilson's Creek, and Lord, I seen him fall. We can drop back to the Boston Mountains, north of Arkansas. Damn you, Ben McCullough, hate you more than any other man alive. So when you die, you'll be a foot soldier just like me. The devil's infantry. All the way back to Fayetteville, we cursed McCullough's name, as we was mourning the dead that we'd left behind, was carrying away. And I killed a boy the other night who'd never even shaved. I don't even know what I'm fighting for, I ain't never owned a slave. So I snuck out of camp, and I heard the news next night that the Yankees won the battle, and McCullough lost his life. Goddamn you, Ben McCullough, I hate you more than any other man alive. 'Cause when you die, you'll be a foot soldier just like me. The devil's infantry. So I lived on a schooner for about 10 years, and I even got my wife to live on one with me for a little bit. And she wanted to go buy a house. And I'm not into houses. I really don't like houses. But one thing that I agreed is that, well, if you're going to buy a house, I'm going to have to go buy a truck. And she didn't know. She's probably watching this right now. I'm going to get to digging deeper and deeper. But she told me, she said, well, if that truck doesn't last for a year, then you could never buy any old piece of shit ever again. Well, it's been 2 years, and that truck hasn't even budged. I mean, that thing runs like better than most vehicles. So it's so I'm going to hold on to it here. It's the title track off the album, Being Work Truck, little EP. I got them for sale, $5 a piece if you want one. So. Well, and just filled up both of my tanks, and damn, well, I nearly broke the bank, but I'll be running heavy, running hard all day long. 'Cause yeah, I'm gonna stretch out that old 306 on a country road, straight out of the mix. I got an 8-foot bed loaded down. I'm right on time. Got a rack that'll take a 20-foot board, and she's a 76 old beat up Ford, and got a blacked out grill and faded paint. It ain't the kind of rig you're taking out on a date. No, it ain't the kind of rig taking out on a date. No. But you sure will do one hell of a down front. You couldn't kill her with a 10-gauge shotgun. She's a 306 Grenadier, son of a bitch. Got 27 dents, and there might be a little rust in the bed, but you'll never see it, 'cause I always got a load on in both directions. Got that inline 6, a 3/4 ton chassis. Got a super cab, well, that makes her classy. Got a tailgate, and we'll party all night. It's only 2-wheel drive, she'll put up a fight. It's only 2-wheel drive, she'll put up a fight. But it only cost me $750. She got a fresh set of brakes, a brand new clutch. She's a 306 Grenadier, son of a bitch. She's an answer wish. I think I'll just sit right here and drink, 'cause I just can't seem to think. 'Cause I'll float the ice even though there's a price. I think I'll just sit right here and drink, 'cause I can't find the mailbox. Well, I can't find no clean socks. 'Cause I'd write you a letter and I'd send it away, but I can't find the mailbox. I can't help you today. I can't help you today. 'Cause all I would do is lead you astray. I can't help you today. My soul's falling off of my boots. My old 410, well, it still shoots. So I'm going down where the sun hits the ground. I'm gonna find my way back to my rooms. I'll find my way back to my rooms. Thank you. That little EP was recorded in this room, by the way, a couple of years ago. They got a great setup here. Clint's done a real nice job. I got 17 cars in my backyard, and the boys in blue calling my name. Semi-automatics up on the rooftop, and they just wanted to talk to me. So I tell them what they wanted to hear, 'cause it's all that I knew. It's 49 tons of diesel locomotive couldn't drag me back to you. 49 tons of diesel locomotive couldn't drag me back to you. 'Cause everywhere you go, you're a train wreck, baby. Everywhere you go, there's a runaway train, breaking my heart like a bottleneck, baby. Slide it up and down, pulling it strings. 'Cause everywhere you go, and everybody knows you're looking for someone to do. It's 49 tons of diesel locomotive couldn't drag me back to you. 49 tons of diesel locomotive couldn't drag me back to you. If I was a brake man, if I was a swing man, if I was an engineer, well, I'd move that old train on down the line, clear right on out of here. If I was a man who was swinging the lantern, swing it until it was blue. It's 49 tons of diesel locomotive couldn't drag me back. 49 tons of diesel locomotive and couldn't drag me back to you. That's a Fred Eaglesmith tune, he's a Canadian cowboy. I had to do another cover song by a fellow Mainer. I'm sure most of you if you hung out in here at all, you've definitely heard it. So mama, don't walk away, 'cause I'm a goddamn sore loser. Well, I ain't too proud to say that I'm still thinking about you, and I'm so lonesome without you, and I can't get you out of my mind. So mama, don't leave me alone, 'cause my soul's shut down so tight, just like a stone cold tomb. And ain't it clear that when I'm near you, that I'm just dying to hear you and call out my name one more time? So don't pay no mind to my watering eyes. There must be something in the air that I'm breathing. Listen, try to ignore all this blood on the floor. It's just this heart on my sleeve that's bleeding. So mama, don't walk away, 'cause you leave me here breathing all those words so hard and plain, saying the love that we had was just selfish and sad. And now to see you now with him is just making me mad. Well, so kiss him again, just to prove to me that you can. And I will stand here, I will burn my skin. Yes, I will stand here, I will burn my skin. What do you think, Clint? You ready to come on up here there, Captain Boss Man? All right, I'll play one more. I'll play actually the song that I wrote on the slough that, well, first of all, a slough is a creek. When I moved to California, I called it a slough. They're like, well, you're not from around here, are you? I was like, goddamn right I'm not from around here. But I had Clint come down and help me bring my schooner up into the Delta, and I'd never, you know, I mean, I was kind of a Led Zeppelin fan. I'd heard about a levee, but I never had an idea what it was. But I still actually don't have any idea what the hell it is. It doesn't make any sense when you're I mean, I'm in my boat and I'm looking at my truck is down there. It just like this doesn't make any sense to me at all. I'm probably not making any sense either. I'll just shut up, play the song here in a minute. But we ended up finding this minor slough, and I thought we were all set. We got there, and I thought we were all set coming into the dock, and like 20 feet from the dock, we ran aground, and then like spent the night on our ear, and it was pretty ridiculous. That boat's been, but I said I was going to shut up, so I'm just going to play one more tune. And way on down on the minor slough, it's just me and you. Yeah, it's just us two. Them Californian Delta blues, my own beat up shoes, and a black dog too. 'Cause Arrowhead, a harbor is through, as it's filling in, as it looks like nature wins. So I guess we'll be moving on. So take one look and we'll be gone. As we're moving slow 'cause we can't stop now, but maybe somehow down. Way on down on the minor slough, the people live free, 'cause nobody needs a key. California Delta blues, 'cause they're spreading fast, 'cause it's too good to last. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, everybody. Another round of applause for Brendan. I'm going to start my set off with a song that Brendan wrote, actually. We've been stealing songs back and forth for a long time now. First time I met Brendan was the spring of 2000. We were in the new millennium. I was sailing south on the East Coast on a little sailboat called Serendipity. And it was a sunny day. And I come sailing into the harbor of Beaufort, North Carolina. Blue skies, blue waves. It was one of the sweet moments of sailing. Pull into the harbor and looking at a new place. And I look behind me and I see this little Sharpie, this little sailboat. Behind me, black, red pinstripe. Sailing wing on wing. Maybe Brendan likes it when I talk about boats, and he doesn't like it when I say it's a little boat either. It was a big boat. It's a schooner. Thanks. It's a boat. Oh, it's a schooner. It was called Dignity. That was the first time we ever met on sailboats, eyeing each other up and down. Seeing which one was going to survive the longest in this little town. So when we get to the part of the song that has serendipity and dignity in it, you'll know that's referring to two boats. Torn page of my life out there, somewhere midair to my despair. I came what is on your mind. And I can see behind your eyes. Don't push me to the wayside, no, 'cause I am looking inside. And I don't see what I'm supposed to be, so I'm being here, and it's not clear. Does anybody know what's going on here? We are from the salt and tide. The water flows around our side. We are from the salt and tide. The wind blows and gives us a ride. I am going to take a chance right now, 'cause I can see the black sheep dancing. This feels like I'm in a trance, so I'm gonna go against the flow, and this is going to last till the black ships pass. Serendipity and dignity. For the night gets dark, but I can still see. I can see the lighthouse. I will stand brave, 'cause I can see my own bow wave. Pretty girl crying, she covered her face. Oh, in the corner of the garden by the cold slate, and I did not know what to say, so I just turned and I walked away, and I walked these streets all through the night. Oh, through all my pain into the morning rain. And I watched that city disappear into my rear view mirror. I drove all day and I drove all night. Drove all my pain into the morning light. Serendipity and dignity. The night gets dark, but I can still see. Sailboats. We lived on sailboats there and started a band called Twirl. Brendan was the first lead guitar player in the band. Brendan was the first member of the band to have a van, which made him president. We're still a band with vans. Brendan drove his van all the way up here. There's just something comforting to a guitar player to just kick back in the back of a van with your friends and their dogs. after a lifetime of traveling and